In the next couple of videos, I'm going to show you a few other ways to find Wave 2 and Wave 3 coins that potentially could be trending. So one of the ways I'm going to show you is on Dex Screener, a very, very easy method. And then another software that I use as well, just to see if anything is pumping again. So remember, in Wave 2, Wave 3, these are already established coins. They've already had their launch and everything, and they've gone through that process. Some of these coins could be ones that were doing well a month or two ago, or even years ago, and are suddenly back in the fray, and everybody's talking about them again. So we just need to pick up on those. And obviously, we can't screen we can't screen thousands of different coins and check the prices of them every day. We need to see where they pop up. We need to see if there's a volume breakout. So on the left-hand side here, you can see all of the chains. Avalanche, Base, Polygon, Solana, Ethereum, etc. We've talked obviously about all of these chains. What you can do is you can click on one of them, for example, Avalanche. And then what we want to do is this is already sorted by recent time. So 6 hours, 24 hours. And at the moment, we've selected last 24 hours here. So if we keep that selection and then we click on volume, we can see which one has volume coming into it. Now, the trick here is obviously some of these are well-established coins. Koch Inu is one of the biggest ones on that particular chain. But we can see the diluted value here and the liquidity. But more important for this particular thing, we're looking at the diluted kind of market cap. So this is a market cap of 300 million. So 5 million volume in the last 24 hours for 300 million market cap is not that big a deal. But some of these, you can see that there's a lot of volume, but the market cap is still very low. Now, likely this could be because they're smaller coins, but also it could be because they're suddenly trending again. So we can open a couple of these and then we can check and see what's going on. And if I scroll down further here, again, I'm checking all of these are 1 million volume. So basically on this list here, you want to see the ones that have the least market cap at the moment. That obviously gives us the better chance of a bigger potential as well. So we can click on all of these and have a look at them. And you can just scroll down the list like that. And you could do the same thing with Solana, obviously. Solana tends to attract a lot more volume, which is why it's the main kind of ecosystem where I trade meme coins primarily. I look for ones in all chains, especially when one other chain is trending, as I've shown you on this training program. But Solana tends to be the one with the most volume. And here I'm just doing the same exact thing as I was doing before. I'm checking the volume and I'm checking here on the right hand side what the actual, for example, this one has a high volume compared to the market cap. And then I've opened these are the Avalanche ones, for example. I can see that a lot of them are new launches. So it's not that weird that they're suddenly seeing volume. And then I can look to see if there are any setups. For the newer ones, they've done their wave 1 now. And you can see liquidity is locked and stuff. I still have to obviously do the checks using the bots that I've shown you how to do. Now I'm looking to see if there's a wave 2 setup and a nice pullback for me to enter into to actually trade this. Let me just change the market cap here. Yeah, and you can see it got to nearly 2 million market cap, dropped back down to 400,000. Same probably for this one. This is also a new launch, getting a very, very big dip at the moment. And then this one is called Llama. So these are all new, but sometimes you get volume breakouts on older ones as well. Now this was the other one we clicked on. And this one is locked liquidity. And this particular one is on Solana. So this could have been a pre-sale coin or something like that. But again, this one will require full research in terms of the contract. And then look to see if you can find some socials about it on the ways that I've shown you how to do previously. For example, using Bird Eye links and stuff like that. And then look to see if it's something that you might be willing to trade. So that's how you do it with kind of volume. And obviously you can change this to last hour just to see what volumes, what's really pumping in terms of volume in the last 1 hour as well. Again, you'll see a lot of the similar ones. But still, sometimes it helps to try and pick up if there's anything trending, anything breaking out. Obviously, you can just generally just click on trending tabs as well, but you'll get a mixture then of either if you stick to Solana, you can still only get Solana, which is helpful. But then again, you can do the same thing with the volume, just to see where the volume's going. So you can play around with these filters, but the main thing is it doesn't matter how you play around with it. All you're doing is trying to pick up on something that suddenly might be trending again. So this was a big one. And this particular one, it might be back trending. It was going sideways and not doing much for a while. So you can see it was in an established downtrend. But now, with this recent talk about it, is it suddenly starting to trend again? We don't know that for sure. But that's kind of the thing we look out for. We can see, is there more volume coming in at the bottom, for example. So in the next video, I'll show you a few other tricks in terms of finding the trending coins for wave 2 and wave 3. Thanks for listening.